What does it take to be a change maker in your community? It's more than running a successful business.
A change maker is someone who works to improve the world around them.
Somebody who not only creates something, but also thinks about the impact that comes along with that creation.
It's about making your restaurant work better for you. A change maker is someone who gives back, someone who makes their community stronger, and someone who improves the world around them. Toast's Changemaker product suite helps you do just that. These products, built by Toast.org, the social impact engine of Toast, will help you reduce food waste, give back to your community, and cut down on plastic waste, all in one platform with no extra cost to you. Minimal effort and potential financial upside? It sounds like a win-win to me. Let's talk about all three of the Changemaker products and hear from some of the experts, you all, about optimizing these features in your restaurants. I'll even show you how to set them up too. It's a matter of clicks. Let's get started.
We are Flower Bakery, and when you come through those doors, we want you to feel like you are our guests, like in our home.
We're a great Boston-based local company that is really kind of invested in each community that we're in.
It's no secret that every restaurant faces challenges with food waste. But with Toast's Food Waste Tracker, food waste costs don't have to be a mystery.
Previously, everything was done on just like a log that like hung in the office. We would just write everything out, and we didn't really do much with it. It was just like, this is the waste log.
You can track waste right in the POS, giving you the power of data to reduce that food waste in a way that's important to you.
Is it spoilage, or is it we're dropping product or we're burning product? If they're burning products, we need some retraining. If they're dropping products, maybe it's the physical plant of the bakery that we need to move some shelving around or something like that.
Employees can use any Toast device to log food waste at the start of the shift, during the shift, or towards the end of the day.
If it's something that's in the system and integrated, it's easier to do, especially for our team members.
They care about food waste. They care about trying to do the right thing and making sure that we can reduce it.
At Flower Bakery, employees usually log food waste throughout their shifts, and management says it's helped them to plan better and adjust future orders from vendors.
We're doing everything we can to kind of capture all the food that comes in our doors from our vendors, and we minimize the impact that's like going in the trash bin. We don't want that to happen.
Flower Bakery has, on average, logged about $13,000 in wasted food across its 9 locations, which has allowed them to take a good look at their processes and be more efficient.
That $13,000 could turn into a new ice machine that we need to replace in one of the bakeries. It could turn into an extra benefit for our employees.
And the best part, it's free and so easy to set up. In Toast Web, search Food Waste Tracker. Set up food waste reasons, which will be the options on the POS for employees to select from. These could be reasons like dropped, expired, or burnt, depending on what you typically see at your restaurant. Then, turn on the tracker for your location, and you're ready to go.
It's a super easy experience to set it up. It's as easy as taking an order.
Now, here's where your staff comes in. They'll track the food waste directly on the POS during their shifts.
So usually once it's already past due, we usually just like to hit this little arrow here to go into the Toast system and scroll right here that says waste tracking. And then it'll tell us a bunch of the items that we've already waste logged throughout the day. I usually just go to like AM pastry. I'm going to staff our 3 salmon bialys. It'll show everything up here that I waste logged it, and I hit save there. And then that's pretty much it.
Right in Toast Web Reports, you can see all that information in the food waste breakdown, like your top items wasted and the reasons why in a given period of time.
It gives a number to something that in the past was just theoretical.
Categorizing the waste really helps me see if we can solve it.
It's kind of an art, but the goal is to kind of at least have data to like help inform ordering.
The data here is really the key to making informed decisions.
That's really what that data does. It gives us information to be able to solve problems in the long term.
Once you assess the numbers, you can start optimizing your ordering and inventory planning, adjusting portion sizes, refining menu offerings, and more.
If we have lots of leftover croissants, they now become our almond croissants. And sticky buns get turned into our sticky bun bread pudding.
Take our multigrain bread and save that and kind of turn it into croutons. Bacon is a fantastic example too. We have pieces and cuts every single day that may not be perfect for a sandwich, but they're great for other items.
Then take it a step further if you want. Make an impact in your community by diverting excess food through discount selling, donating, composting, or other food waste mitigation strategies.
Because of the waste log, we're starting to see something like sugar brioche, that we're noticing a trend that we always end up with 2 or 3 extra at the end of the night, and they end up in our day olds.
We have always partnered with food donation places and really try to limit waste or reuse or repurpose.
Speaking of food waste, Toast is continuously developing ways to divert excess food. Stay tuned for ongoing product developments.
I think tracking food waste helps us be more efficient, which helps us be more profitable, which helps us give our employees more opportunities, and people are more happy with their job, and then they give great service.
In this video, we discussed reducing food waste at your restaurant. But what if you can do something that lets you give back even more directly to your community? This is where our next awesome Changemaker product comes in.
We're Diesel Cafe, and we've been serving the Somerville community since the late 90s.
With Toast's fundraising tool, you can encourage guests to support a cause of your choice as they check out.
It's definitely made our ability to give back easier and made the impact larger. The fact that we can garner our community and our guests and generosity to give as much as we do is huge.
Whether it's supporting a local charity or a national movement, this is such an easy way to give back.
Since 2023, the Diesel Cafe Restaurant Group has raised over $41,000 for community cooks, with 54,000 guests contributing.
Community Cooks rallies about 650 local volunteers to prepare home-cooked meals that go to feed people who are in need of food support and reach them at the agencies where they seek support.
We've been working with Toast for an incredibly long time and have had a very long, successful partnership. Any opportunity that we can to involve the community in our mission, which is definitely to give back to our local community, we want to do it.
And you're in good company. We channel support to over 2 million nonprofits.
Frankly, all of us have just been so almost stunned by the impact of what this has been able to do for community cooks. The fact that individual customers are coming into Diesel and just giving a little bit and having it become almost part of their daily routine, and then how that adds up.
And there's no need to manage donations in a separate system.
It's totally seamless. There's nothing that the operator has to do. It goes straight to the local nonprofit that you choose through a third party called Benevity.
Knowing that there's this almost like invisible kind of thing that's happening under the radar and behind the scenes that we don't even have to think about, but that generates significant funds for us, is really transformative.
Your guests can contribute directly using any Toast hardware and other Toast platforms for a seamless experience for both diners and staff.
I love our regulars, and so it's usually them who are like recognizing what we do here in the community that we've built and then being able to like pay that forward.
Getting started is simple. In Toast Web, search for fundraising and then create new campaign. Then pick your campaign and adjust your settings, including whether you'll be collecting a flat rate or roundup donation. Here's a quick tip. We've seen that if you have a high volume restaurant but with a lower average check size, like say a bakery, guests are typically more likely to round up. If you have a more intimate establishment, on the other hand, with a higher average check size, like say a fine dining establishment, guests tend to prefer making a flat rate donation. But the best part is, it is totally customizable and completely up to you. Then, understand how your campaigns perform by day, locations, and channel, whenever you want.
In terms of items that we may be looking at, it would be sort of the average give, the number of customers, and through what platform. One of the things that I do love about Toast is the reporting is so simple for the operator. It's very easy, and the data that you want is there.
The average fundraising campaign generated around $260, with 395 guests contributing on average for each campaign.
It really shows like how connected and how committed to being connected that Diesel is.
If you just press that roundup or that dollar, that adds up in immense ways. So we're all about the power of what community can do when people come together.
So supporting meaningful causes is one way to create impact. But Toast Changemaker Suite is also tackling plastic waste. Let's see how sustainability drives efforts with our next product.
We're Cuddies and we make sandwiches.
plastic waste? Food service establishments generate a significant amount of wasted packaging.
So this is our expediter station. This is where we collate all the orders. And then we have the paper napkins, cornstarch soup spoons, cornstarch forks. And this probably went through 2.5 of these on a normal day. We were like, whoa, we are flying through napkins and utensils. Like, do we even know if people want these?
Packaging like this also accounts for most of the litter that ends up in landfills in our environment.
This isn't sustainable. And it's also, people are probably throwing all this stuff away.
We're in luck though. One last product I want to discuss is Toast's packaging preferences. Let customers decide which packaging items they actually need in their to-go orders. This is a simple but effective way to reduce costs and minimize environmental impact. I mean, most people are bringing their takeout home to eat on the couch anyways, right? No? Just me?
I think a lot of people are kind of starting to move in that direction of not needing it, especially the nature of a sandwich shop. You don't really need a fork or a knife or anything like that. So I feel like we're starting to be able to get people to shy away from that.
For Cuddy's, they have set up to-go orders so that guests have to opt in to receive napkins and utensils.
That saves so much time, it saves so much waste, and I probably go through one of these cases every 6 or 7 weeks.
As opposed to what it was before, which was...
I mean, it was like a week to 10 days.
Since then, 76% of their online orders go out with no packaging items selected by guests, which has amounted to over 6,000 packaging items deferred in just 6 months.
I mean, that's a huge time saver when we're in the middle of our rush.
I'll quickly show you how to get started. In Toast Web, search Packaging Preferences. On this page, you'll see a few top-level settings that will allow you to configure your packaging offers to guests.
It was just a click of a button. It was that easy.
Once enabled, your back-of-house staff can see guest preferences on your KDS or kitchen tickets for accurate order fulfillment.
I grabbed the sandwich over at the expo where we wrap them, put it in. It says no napkins or utensils, so all I need to do is attach it to the bag and staple it, and we're ready to go.
The result? Reducing your plastic footprint and saving on plastic and money with each to-go order. How cool is that?
Restaurants are wonderful machines, but there's a whole other side where there's waste. And so if you could mitigate that waste as much as possible, I mean, why not? Your customers are on board with that.
Ready to make an impact? Getting started is as easy as turning on those features, the food waste tracker, fundraising, and packaging preferences, customizing it to what your restaurant cares about, and watch your community and business thrive together.
We try to be able to do things like that will set us apart, not just so that people will come back, but because it's the right thing to do.
Every meal has the power to make a difference. With Toast Changemaker Suite, you can build a better community, one dish at a time.